The next question indeed comes from the United States, from an unknown brother. Well, let's see. It says, hello, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Qomi. Well, Muslims when they greet do not say hello. They say, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. It says, I found you on that app. It's called TikTok. Well, thanks to a sister from Argentina, we also have a channel on TikTok. You can search for Sheikh. Many videos are produced thanks to the hard work of one of the blessed sisters from Argentina. Well, that question is yours. That TikTok account? Yes, it is. Our account, where the brothers are working to publish the videos there. The thing is that in Iran, TikTok is censored. In Iran, due to the blockages, it does not allow us to open. It means there are certain applications that when you want to enter, it says, this application is not available in your country due to sanctions, due to blockages. TikTok is one of these applications that never allows us to open it in Iran. It says, is it true that two Muslim people can perform the nikah marriage virtually? How do you explain to a brother from Panama and then perhaps speak and ask a question in English? My English is not that good. So, well, that part in English I can't read. Let's answer the question of that brother or sister. It says, is it possible to perform virtual marriage? Virtual marriage. Let's see. What does virtual marriage mean? Look, brothers, to perform the marriage, it is not necessary for the man and woman to be together in one location. That if a person can marry a girl and that the girl is nearby and they are together, no, it is not necessary in the Istan. Maybe in the church it is necessary, I don't know. For the boy and the girl to be together, to be in front of the priest. The priest does. I will declare you man and woman. Maybe. I don't know. But in Islam, that is not necessary. It means the man is in the east, the woman is in the west. They can. When they agree, they will talk, they will be in agreement. The girl says, I agree with that marriage. The man agrees. Both are single. For example, they have no obstacle in between. And they will reach an agreement on the dowry, which is the amount of the gift that the man gives to the woman. When everything is well determined, and only the marriage remains to be contracted. By reciting the formula, then they recite it, and that's it. It means the man and the woman decide. When the girl is a virgin, the consent and permission of her father is also required. Once they have everything, they can get married. It is not necessary to have a sheikh. No one is needed in between. Nor is it necessary for the boy and the girl to be together. It is not necessary. That's it. They can get married. So, now taking all of this into account, marriage makes sense, even if they are not together. This marriage can be through social media and anything else. That is to say, these means can be a way to reach marriage. Yes. Speaking from an Islamic perspective, according to Islamic jurisprudence, yes. So the girl is on the other side of the earth, the boy is on that side. They just need to meet other conditions of marriage, which is to contract the marriage by reciting the formula correctly and accurately in Arabic. If they can do it, great. If not, they can leave it in the hands of someone who can do it. In this case, it can also be a sheikh. The sheikh will recite it for you as your representative or the representative of the girl. So he will recite it and perform the marriage formula in place of you. They will become husband and wife. And how? Can they be together? Normally, they can travel and be together on social media platforms, which we do not recommend. They can also have these contacts and talk, make video calls, do everything. That is the part of jurisprudence. Now we will look at the part of logic. That is to say, we are going to study it a bit from an intellectual perspective. Look, dear brothers, first you have to be very careful in choosing or finding a partner on social media. Why? Because people are not what they seem. It means that what they appear to be, they are not. Neither the boy nor the girl. Each person on social media does their best to mask their personality, to embellish their personality, showing what they are not. A drug addict does everything possible to present themselves as an athlete. Do you understand me? But they are not. And an unattractive girl does everything possible to present herself as a model on social media. There are applications that can make a witch look like an angel. Applications, yes. That is to say, the camera will modify it. In other words, the girl takes the photo. And the ugliest girl, when she takes the photo, will make herself look like the prettiest girl in the world. I don't know how it does it. It's like the artificial intelligence that will distort the eyes. It makes them bigger. It makes the lips red. I don't know how it does things. It creates perfect makeup. There are paid applications. There are free applications. It's on social media. So, people are not what they seem. That is why we always insist, do not trust people on social media. That, in the first place. In the second place, look, brother, think about what I'm telling you. People have the logic of their lives. If that boy today has found a girl hanging out with 10 girls, in the end, he found one. That is to say, the boy went to look for a profile of many girls talking to her, to another, sending hearts to her, to another. In the end, after looking for 100 girls, he found you. It means that boy has a bad habit of hooking up, as Chileans say, dating. Like courting many girls on social media. That is an addict. An addict to relationships with girls on social media. When you, let's see, you have good intentions, by chance, you have found the boy. Now that you marry that boy, that doesn't work miracles in the boy's life. The boy will remain with the same dangerous, virtual addiction of looking for girls on social media. Let's say the boy comes from Pakistan, you from Argentina. In the end, you will marry, you will lend him your house, you will apply for his visa and everything, and the boy finally arrives in Buenos Aires, is with you. But that boy continues with the same bad habit, with the same addiction of looking for girls on social media. He is a peeper. He is a pervert. And again, he will log into Facebook, he will log into another one, and every day he will look for another girl. So he is indeed mentally ill, and that will not cure him with marriage to you. So that will bring thousands of consequences, as I have personally witnessed dozens of cases. And in the end, it all ended up in domestic violence. Listen to me, and generally the girls were the victims. Listen to it well. The girls were the victims, and after having paid quite a lot to reach that marriage, the girls are the ones who end up hurt, and in the end, divorce or separation. And I even knew cases where the girl had to go report the guy so that he would be deported from his country, expelled from that country, because the guy became a headache, and every day he threatened the poor girl. That's right, dear brother. So you can't trust social media, nor these fake virtual friendships, nor finding a partner on social media. What I truly do not recommend at all. If you want to get married, come on. Where do you want to find your partner? Go to that country, look for your partner. Meet them in the real world, so that person is not a fake person. Generally, men who claim to be single and are from the East are either divorced men, or they are addicted to something, or they are perverted married men looking for other women. And because of their sexual adventure, now they want to deceive. And that's thousands of cases. It even led to the closure of a consulate from a Latin American country in Egypt, because Cairo became a place of asylum for many of those abused girls. The girl trusted the man who was behind the social media, so she already paid the ticket to come to Cairo in Egypt to marry that Eastern man. In the end, what she found was that old fat man who was married. So she said, well, what am I going to do? And she submitted to that relationship, or was going to be abused. And in the end, she wanted to seek asylum and wanted to escape to the embassy they had in Cairo. So that embassy was closed. The consular part of that embassy was closed to no longer receive more of those cases. From what they told me, there were 1,500 cases of those abuses from one country, only from one Latin American country, and only in Cairo. I don't know in other countries how many more cases. They are already unknown figures. So we do not recommend anything about virtual marriage and none of that. Some people say, oh, look, we managed to consummate the marriage on social media. We make sexy video calls. I'm not going to recommend that either, because all virtual calls can be intercepted by a third person, by hackers. So all of that is going to be recorded, intercepted by a third party, and this will also become a cause of abuse against you, brother, sister. And many times, and these people who say they are your partner, the same person abuses these video calls because they are recording it on screen. Once these relationships are about to end, which generally will end, they will keep these intimate videos and will abuse you. You have trusted and sent them photos, videos. It is the great mistake, Islamically prohibited before marriage. After marriage, you also shouldn't trust sending your intimate things to that person. That will become a case of abuse. It will surely become a case of abuse. So you will be left wondering what you are going to do. And that person will always ask you for money and will abuse you. So please don't do it. Not even in video calls. They should not go beyond what is normal. Nor should you trust people on social media. That is my advice to all the brothers. May God bless you, and may God help us have a serious marriage. Not the virtual marriage that honestly serves no purpose. Salam alaikum.